Take a look at what the IDF has unveiled in Lebanon.
Before now, President J. Trump told us that they have reached an agreement with Iran and that Iran is going to open the streets of Hormuz so that oil can flow. Now, before you know it, Iran said that they are not going to open the streets of Hormuz. So what Iran really did was using the Takia method. You know, they tried to deceive America that they are going to open the streets of Hormuz. Now, when America left that particular area for them everything to be settled, they closed it, they blocked it again, giving the reason that Israel is firing Lebanon. And it was not as if they are trying to protect the Lebanese people. It was to protect the Hezbollah members. Remember, Iran is the one sponsoring Hezbollah. They are the ones sponsoring Hamas. They are the ones sponsoring ISIS. They are the ones sponsoring so many terrorist organizations in the world, including Boko Haram and all these things. And that is why you can see when Ayatollah Khamenei was unalived, Nigerian Muslims in the north, not all of them, some faction group, they started protesting and they were chanting death to Israel, death to America. Let us go to the main gist here.
So what is it that we achieved? Here's what we achieved. We prevented Iran from carrying out a plan to annihilate us, and today they would have had a nuclear weapon, an atomic bomb to do so. We prevented that from happening. We removed an existential danger. And had we not acted in Operation Rising Line and then in Operation Roaring Line, Iran would have had atomic bombs, and let me tell you something, they would have used them. That's what we prevented. Together with our American friends, the American Air Force, the American military, we carried out the largest airstrike in our history. We destroyed Iran's nuclear infrastructure. We knocked out 20 of their top nuclear scientists, 12 in Rising Line, another 8 in Roaring Line. And when you take out the scientists, it's very hard to make a nuclear weapon. Exceedingly hard. We decapitated the leadership of the terror regime. We shattered their missile industry. We knocked out their Navy, knocked out their Air Force. We attacked their military industries. We attacked their bridges. We attacked so many targets that the cumulative damage that we did to the IRGC economy is not counted in the millions. It's not counted in the hundreds of millions. It's not counted in the billions. It's counted in hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. And it will take them a long time to recover. A long time. And they may not recover it. Because once you deal these blows and once the rift between the regime and the people is so deep, you cannot tell when such a regime will fall. And I think we created the conditions for its future fall. That is what will be the real triumph. When the Iranian people take their own destiny in their hands and they knock out this brutal regime that is terrorizing them and terrorizing the rest of the world.
All these particular things you are seeing here is being discovered by the IDF, the Israeli forces. They came to the residential areas of people. They now discovered that these people have already dug some tunnels where they're going to run into in case of anything. Remember, these places are residential area where civilians live, but they're going to fire rockets from these particular areas, and they have everything stored. They have water, they have toilets, they have everything inside this place. So what they are trying to do is not even to save the civilians, but for them to save themselves first. So they are going to cause problem, leaving the civilians to face some casualties. Then they will now run into this tunnel. But thank God, the IDF, they have already found out this particular thing. And if you think that what Israel is doing is against the law, I want you to see where somebody, this person you see here is Hamas terrorist. He is firing this mortar from a residential civilian area. Then remember that Israel owns everything in this world, including this phone you are watching me from. Well, no matter how you feel, I don't want you people to to like me because I'm telling you this. I want you to know that the Android system in your phone is owned by the Jews, Israel. The Apple system in your phone, the iOS in your system, is owned by who? Israel.
But do you have cell phones? You have cell phones here? No? You're holding a piece of Israel right there. You know that? I mean, a lot of the cell phones, the medicines, the foods, you eat cherry tomatoes? You know where that was made?
Forget that it is written made in China. It is just because some companies are going to China because it is cheaper for them to reside in China and produce, unlike other countries. So all those things that you are using today are made by Israel. And that is why Israel will know for anywhere you are firing from. They're going to know because they have the GPS system, they have it, they have the Google, they are the one that owns all those things. So everything you are doing under the surface of earth, they are seeing you from anywhere you are hiding. There's no two ways about it. So when they see these people firing from the residential areas or civilian areas, they are going to warn the civilians to leave because these terrorists are using a human shield. They are going to use the civilians to shield themselves and commit atrocities. And you can see so many weapons coming into Nigeria today. You ask yourself, where are they coming from? Remember, our Oga at the top said that due to the fact that there's a war going on in Iran, US, all these things that go, that's wars going on, and that is why they have shortage of arms and ammunition in Nigeria. But the terrorists in Nigeria have arms and ammunition in quantum. They have it in uncountable numbers. Where are all these things coming from? Remember what I told you before now? I told you that Iran is the one sponsoring Hezbollah. They are the ones sponsoring Al-Qaeda. They are the ones sponsoring ISIS. They are the ones sponsoring Boko Haram. They are the ones sponsoring Hezbollah, Houthi, all those things that they call them. So for you to know that it will not be far from what is going on in Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you. One love.